Hey Taurus, thanks for checking out your weekly forecast. I apologize, guys. I know I've been away. I know this video is being posted kind of late for weekly forecast, but I did not want to leave you yet another week without a forecast. So we're going to check in here, see what's coming up for the Taurus collective. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. One more shuffle. I lied. Again? Okay, that feels good. That feels ready. We're going to see what's coming up here for the Taurus collective. Move you all just a little bit closer. First card for my lovely Taurian friends. Ooh, is the Ten of Cups. This also came up for Libra. So if you have a Libra placement, it came up for Libra and it came up as their first card as well. If you have a Libra placement, and I know a lot of you do, because I know what my placements are, and I know what you guys have told me about your placements in the comments, you may want to check out the video for Libra for the week ahead. If you're dealing with a Libra, you may want to check out the video for Libra, because you guys are both kicking it off here with the Ten of Cups. So back to you, Taurus. Ten of Cups is a card that oftentimes is associated with marriage and babies, because a lot of people are used to watching tarot for love and romance, and love and romance has typecast this, stereotyped it as marriage and babies. That can definitely be the case for some of you, especially in this new moon energy. You may be manifesting marriage and babies. You may be manifesting harmony and togetherness in an existing relationship, existing family. That can definitely be the case. However, this card is not by any means limited to marriage and babies. This card is about inner peace. It's about happiness and fulfillment in every aspect, in every area of your life. And it's about the happily ever after. So whatever your happily ever after is, that's what you're calling in. Okay? And happiness in every aspect of your life. Maybe you've just had a long time in your life where you're like, okay, well, when work is good, social life is terrible. When social life is good, work is terrible. When love life is good, family life is horrendous. Like, maybe it's just been in the past where you could never seem to have all aspects of your life in a satisfying place, and you just tell yourself, oh well, that's okay, at least this part of my life is going well. Well, Ten of Cups tells us you're coming into a time where all areas of your life are going to be going well. That inner peace, that satisfaction, that happily ever after. The next card coming up here for the collective is the Nine of Swords, and I'm chuckling here a little bit because same thing happened with Libra. Okay, even I even want to say with Taurus, where it was like happiness, but then like it's like taking this immediate dip. You're like, what in the heck? Why are these such opposite cards? I yeah. So I'm gonna just tell you, you're not alone in facing this energy. Okay, Taurus had something similar. Libra had something very similar. So this happiness is coming to you with the shifting here of the concerns and the worries of what might go wrong. You're like, this can't happen. I can't be happy. My life doesn't work out. So it's like you're waiting for that shoe to drop. You're like, there's no way. Ain't no way. There's no way. There's no way. This isn't happening. This isn't real, right? And so we start freaking out about all the things that could potentially go wrong. And Nine of Swords is like, look, just because your fears are possible, there are things that could happen in a reasonable, logical fears that could take place. Just because they're possible, it doesn't mean it's gonna happen. But if we keep obsessing about it and freaking out about it, we're gonna call it in. We're gonna manifest it. So the Nine of Swords comes up to say it's really, really important that we don't obsess over our fears. Now we could work with it, because if we say, "Oh, I'm not going to think about that," then it's even harder not to think about it. We can say, "Okay, all right, here are my fears. All right, I'm going to acknowledge that this is what I'm scared of. Now, what is in my power to keep this fear from happening? Like, what can I do that could prevent this outcome that I'm afraid of?" That's the first layer of protection. Second layer of protection. Okay, let's just say that despite my best efforts, I take these steps to keep this thing from happening, but it happens anyway. What is my backup plan? What is my safety net? What's the plan B? That's your second layer of protection. Third layer of protection, you're going to take it up in prayer. God, universe, angels, guides, here's all the things I'm terrified might go wrong. And here's everything that I am doing to keep it from going wrong. If there's anything I haven't thought of, help me to think of it, help me to realize, and help me and guide me to take those steps. And if it's in the best and highest good of all involved, please prevent these fears from coming true. But if for some reason they must, thank you for helping me get through it as quickly and as painlessly as possible. That is your third layer of protection. So I just feel that things are going really well and you're freaking out and you're scared of what could go wrong. And that's human nature, but we don't want to allow that to ruin things for us. The next card that's coming up here for the Taurus collective is the Lovers. And so here we have Gemini energy. Ooh, interesting. The plot thickens, Taurus. You all came up also for Gemini, okay? And now Gemini is coming up for you. So, could very well be that there's a love connection with Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. If you have Gemini placements, there could be big changes and big shifts happening for you in those houses or in those areas of your life. Okay? Taurus, for some of you, you may be manifesting here a relationship, and it's finally here. It's finally coming in. But it might upset some aspect of your personal life. Keep in mind, the Ten of Cups is telling you here that you will have happiness in every aspect of your life. So whatever this upset is, it's not going to be a permanent one. Either the issue will be resolved, or if somebody needs to be removed and fall away, they're going to be removed and fall away. You will have happiness in every aspect of your life. But I do feel here some of you are like, oh gosh, I want this. This is going to make me happy. But this is going to make somebody else very unhappy. But you know what? They're going to get over it. And if they don't get over it, I might not really miss them too much. I'm sorry to say, that's the vibe and the feeling that I'm getting. I don't know. It's just sense and desire of wanting to be happy. Something similar for Gemini too, like just wanting to be happy. Like, this is what I want. This is what I want. Just let me have it. That, like, that feeling, that vibe here. Okay, so lovers could be romantic relationship, choices, decisions. You might also be looking at the things that make you happy that you've been sacrificing, and you're like, I don't want to sacrifice it anymore. Maybe you've been sacrificing things that would make you happy because you were concerned what other people were going to think about it, or other people wanted you to do something else, and you're like, I can't. I can't live under the fear anymore of what somebody else is going to think or how they're going to judge it. Some of you, and this is a very specific message, Taurus, some of you are manifesting, and this applies if you're Taurus, Moon, Rising, or Venus, not only the sun signs, but some of you, Taurus, you're manifesting here a very significant relationship, a very significant soulmate. and it's everything that's going to make you happy. Like this person has everything that you want, but it's very, very, very different from what you've been taught to go after or what you've been taught to want. Like, this is not the relationship, or this is not the person your parents kind of put in your mind as the perfect partner, the perfect spouse, you know? Maybe some of you are like, well, I want a relationship, but I don't want to be married. Or I want to be married, but I don't want to be married to the person that my parents have put in my head since I was a child, right? I just feel like there's things about this person that, you know, your close family may really not like. You know, maybe they don't fit the expectation, whether it's a cultural difference, a religious difference, an age difference, a lifestyle difference, whatever it might be. But you're like, but this is what makes me happy. Like all the things you're saying is not good about this person is exactly what I need and exactly what makes me happy. So I feel there's just this sense of um like I don't want to be under this scrutiny anymore. I don't want to be fearing this judgment anymore. Like I want to be happy. And for some of you it's very specifically around a relationship or a person. The next card that's coming up here for the Taurus collective is the 10 of Wands. You're done. You're done stressing out. You're done carrying that big heavy burden on your back. You want to put it down. You know, I can't deal with it anymore. I really can't deal with it anymore. I don't want to. It's too much to carry. And I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm not even going to get pulled into the drama, right? I'm not. You know, 10 of Wands is like, even you might feel that you've done everything you can do in a situation and you've learned whatever you were going to learn. You gave whatever you had to give. You took whatever you needed to take, and you're done taking it. And you're ready to put it down and to move on. Sometimes the 10 of Wands can even come in with like a sense of moving. So maybe some of you are even kind of like moving so that you're able to live your life, and you're able to do, you know, the things you want to do without feeling like you have people butting into your business or watching your business. Um, I think there could be that kind of sense here too for some of you. Um, I'm just gonna say something here, and I'm a Taurus moon. Um, so I'm just gonna say this from my own experience. If you are moving, and if you do decide that you're gonna go through the um, hard work of moving or relocating to live your life or to like do your thing, maybe, how can I say this? Um, Maybe really take some time here to do cord cutting, to do spiritual cord cutting before you up and leave, before you up and move. And maybe uh you don't tell certain people where you're going to or where you're moving to, because I had the experience of wanting to get a fresh start and going really far away. And one of my biggest judgers followed me and like moved right near me. That can happen. So it's like, I'm just telling you from my own experience, you might be feeling like you want to get a fresh start, or you want to get away, you want to do your thing. Maybe there's just certain people you're not going to tell where you're going to or where you're moving to, or um uh like doing more cord cutting and things like that, because sometimes that can happen when there's very sticky cords or very karmic situations. uh or I don't know, maybe you try to get a fresh start and it didn't, you know, you had some tail that, you know, followed you. Maybe now there's like another relocation that's coming or another move that's coming, so that um you can break away from like this judging or watchful or critical eye. But I just feel that sense here, Taurus, of just like living your life, being happy, being with who you want to be, doing what you want to do, and just you're over it. You're over the criticism. You're over the guilt trips. You're over it, and that's good. That's good. We need to get over it so we can just let ourselves be happy and let ourselves live our life. So, very positive things coming in here. um Trust that things get better. Trust that good things happen for you in your life. And you don't have to constantly be waiting for something to go wrong or for that shoe to drop. I'm not a psychologist, so I really have to stress and emphasize, I can't say anything in terms of like diagnosing anything. I can't give medical advice, but I do feel for some of you a lot of the changes that are happening are going to help you really have huge progress with anxiety, depression, and especially any like PTSD kind of thing. It's like I feel like you're coming into a situation or an environment that is the opposite of triggering. It's very soothing. It's very comfortable. It's like you feel like you can breathe. You feel like you have space. So, very positive energy in that way. You may want to check out your moon sign, your rising sign. Some weeks your moon sign or rising sign might resonate more than your sun sign. There is a playlist in the description so you can check out the other videos. Um, if you want to schedule a private reading with me, there's a link in the description that will take you to my scheduling page, calendly.com/amethystangelite. You can schedule private readings with me there. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you all have a fabulous week ahead. Take care and be well, my darlings.